Good morning, and welcome back to Doing It Live with Doomlink. We are here in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D, and we are here at the Fire Temple. According to my previous explanation in the last video, this is my favourite dungeon of the game. It's difficult for me to say that I really like dungeons, okay? I feel quite neutral towards them. This is far from my favourite Zelda game also, it's worth mentioning, so yeah, it's difficult for me to say I really like any of the dungeons. What would be a little more accurate is to say that certain dungeon themes, as in the OST tracks, I do really like. So probably my favourite would be the Spirit Temple. I absolutely love the Spirit Temple theme. And then the original Fire Temple theme, big favourite. And the Water Temple theme gives me terrible flashbacks and I start to shake violently and then tears pour from my eyes. Alright, so, oh wow, there you go. So this is a good reminder for later. This is where we get the boss key. And I remember having to look this up last time I did the Fire Temple because I hadn't even registered the fact that there was a door here. And that's how you get the boss key. It's pretty easy because essentially you will get to a point in the dungeon where there are really only two directions that you need to go in. You'll get back to this central room and then you go in there for the boss key and then you'll go in there to proceed, because you require the dungeon item to get through there. I quite like that design of the temple, to be honest. That really works quite well. It feels linear, but not in a complete sense of the word, more like linear enough to please me, to feel quite intuitive and logical, and yeah. I hate temples that sort of twist your mind, make you confused. Okami, I remember when it came out. You mean for the Wii, right? Okami was pretty cool. It looked really cool. I liked the calligraphy design they had going on there, and it never was something that I ended up playing. I do remember advertising for it on the television, actually. But no, I didn't end up playing it at the time. I like the dungeon where the big-breasted lady rides you. Oh. Well. There you go. Darunia has some things to say. Although I must confess I'm not that interested. He's saying something about me being his sworn brother. Oh yeah, what he's saying is that the Gorons need to be freed from their prisons. Now here's the thing. Freeing the Gorons themselves is not really important, I don't think. What's important is the keys contained within the chests of the imprisoned Gorons. That's how it works. So, I don't know if it's helpful for us to go there at all, by the way. I don't think so. Maybe we'll go there first just to make absolutely sure. Yeah, whatever. I always do this. I'm doing this to make absolutely sure that I'm not missing anything in this direction. In the other direction is going to be a Goron and a key. So I'm going to hookshot just to the very top of this so I can climb onto it. Saves me time. Pots. Ferry. Oh yes, certainly. Here I am opening the save screen again. I'm just desperately trying to get this bottle out so I can put the fairy in it. There you go. Caught a fairy in a bottle, and check this out. No. It's fine, I've still got two fairies, so that's good enough for me. Alright. I think we can jump down onto there. Oh, come on. Ah, they are playing the 3.2 version here. I'm happy to hear that. So what happens is, when they get rid of the chant, the immediate solution is just to completely cut it out of the music. And that was the 1.1 version of the theme. The 1.2 version of the theme is where you have a sort of haunting sound effect that more or less achieves the same melody, if that's the right word. It's not melody. It more or less imitates the sound of the chant, but just not using a chanting voice that sounds reminiscent of the Islamic azan. Good thing they didn't try to depict the Prophet Muhammad, huh? Whew, Nintendo would have really had some problems. Alright. Now that we've got that key and rescued that Goron, I don't think the rescuing of the Gorons themselves is all that important. It's because you need the keys in their jail cells that you rescue them. So what they've done is they've given a sort of functional reason for you to rescue the Gorons, but the Gorons being rescued is just a story device, or a part of just the story and nothing more. By me who can't. You lasted longer than usual. You usually only tune in for about 3 minutes and then type a lot. Alright. Should we go to the right or to the left first? I'm feeling right, weirdly enough. What's over there? Possibly a bombable wall. Let's head on over. See, I quite like this. I like this dungeon. Okay, that was unsuccessful, but not the end of the world. I didn't even lose a heart there. I didn't lose any of a heart. Alright, so let's get bombs equipped to... Let's put them here. There you go. It's pretty cool that I can have 4 things equipped at one time. Aha. We've got a Goron in here, which therefore means we've got a key in here. Yes, sir. The bottle opener. I called it a can opener, I think, in the Forest Temple. I meant bottle opener. They are different things, visually. Here we go. This is a bit fun. It's a fucking rocket-propelled platform. I use the term rocket advisedly. And with the acknowledgement that it's definitely not the right word, but anyway. It looks like it's rocket propelled. Go away, keys. Seriously. Surprisingly, my words were heeded. Alright, I don't know if we can actually remove that right now. I can try. I don't think it would help me right now. Let's not do it right now. I think we require it to get back into the room from here. So we'll just wait until then. There's another Goron. So if you recall, there was a door straight ahead when we first entered that main room back there that was locked, but what we're doing is we're ensuring that we've completed all tasks in this room first before proceeding. And we have been rewarded with 2 keys, which means we won't have to backtrack when we reach a second locked door. So let's... No, that's a bomb, Doomlink. That's a bomb. I don't know how to play the Song of Time in this version. Let's find out. Stop it, for fuck's sake. Song of Time. There we are. So we get... Oh no, it did remove that. I just don't think I can access that right now, can I? I'm sure it'll be helpful. Oh no, I can access it by climbing. There you go. We're being even more completionist now. Got 3 directions to go in here in this room. And again, I find that pretty easy. This looks like a very optional room, doesn't it? It's a tile room. Oh my god, I hate this crap. Still going. This probably goes for a while. I'd better use arrows on you. Oh no, maybe that. At least it dies quickly. Should give me a red rupee, yeah. That's how you do it. Get to look up Link's skirt while you collect a gold sculpture, though. Yeah, I can imagine that. Look, I don't really think I want to play Master Quest at any time. I did it very briefly. I did a Master Quest playthrough like once. I only did the first dungeon. It's probably a little inaccurate to say I did a playthrough. That suggests that I completed it. I did not complete it. Not even slightly. And look, I didn't enjoy it. I thought it was a bit... It felt needlessly confusing, but I suppose that's how you make it a challenge, don't you? How else are you going to make it a challenge? In my opinion, it's probably just better to do a 3-heart run in Ocarina of Time. Yeah, if there's an... Oh, you mean, there's an invisible gold sculpture on the ceiling. That's shocking. I suppose you would actually require a guide. If you could hear a sculpture, but you wouldn't be able to see one, you would assume that you just had to find it, but no, apparently it's literally invisible, which is stupid. So yes, you would require a guide in order to complete Master Quest. Alright, we've got hearts on that side. I don't really need hearts. So let's continue down here. Oh, remember when I said I suck at platforming? Oh my god. Ah, says Link. Oh, for God's sake, just get moving, mate. Alright. Now we drop down here. Link does a very silly... look, I'm not going to criticize the animations of this game anymore. Just sometimes they're a little bit over-animated, in my opinion. But maybe that's just because I'm used to how it's animated in the original version. Which is inevitably going to be very different. Very different. Okay. And see, if you don't have that extra key, you'll probably be a little bit annoyed. So try to be as completionist as you can in the rooms. Which is to say, do all you can. All that you can see needs to be done. Get out of here. It sounded like there's some distant banging in the apartment. Kind of annoying, actually. Sorry, I just need to kill these weird fire slug things. They deserve death. If I remember correctly, what happens here is you've got a switch, but it only works for a short time, so I need to push this over here. Ah, well, we'll get this onto here first, which probably opens a door. Or something like that. No. Ah, it allows us to access that. Right, so that's how we get up. Never mind. Why would you force me to do a diagonal jump? That seems a little strange, but fine. You must do a diagonal jump for this part. Alright, so what we do is we drop a bomb down here. There's probably other options, but this is probably the most effective. Saves you from getting burnt alive. Do you think there's something around that corner? Oh, that would be so annoying. I'm not going back to find out. It would be optional. It wouldn't be something important. Which way should we go first? By the way, there was a Goron in that room before, but I don't think we can access it right now. Just as I was saying, we should try to get everything done in whatever rooms we're in. Wouldn't mind a compass, actually. Just so that I could get an idea for where the hell I'm going. There's a Goron. Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? Have you noticed that I've just not been speaking to the Gorons? I wonder if that's a problem. Am I going crazy? I think when I open the chests, they go free, don't they? I hope so. What if talking to those Gorons is actually important? I don't know. I've got no idea. I'll be really annoyed if that's actually some kind of requirement. Oh my god, this rock. Okay, there is a locked door there, but I'm not going to immediately go in there. I'm going to try and find other directions to go in. just to make sure that I don't miss anything. Oh, I'm seeing something over there. Oh, can't really get in there. Well, perhaps I can. Perhaps I can. Alright, I'm going to see what happens if I just open the chest without talking to him. Does he just go free? Oh, stop it. In this temple, there are doors that fall down when you try to open them. Yeah, you really probably should be speaking to these Gorons because you'll get hints. There are doors that fall down when you try to open them. When one of these doors starts to fall, move. I have seen those doors. They're a bit weird. I think you could bomb them. Oh. Alright, another key. So yeah, you can see what I'm doing. I just proceed through the dungeon and try to get to all of the non-locked doors, and then once I've only got locked doors left, I should therefore have enough keys to get through. So this is where it came from. I recognize that. I think that's why they put that face on that wall. It's so that it acts as a little marker. And as long as you remember the presence, or the existence of that face, you'll be alright. Alright, here's the locked door that we were looking at, and that should be our way forward. We're seeing another level to that room, but I'm sure we access it by going this way. And there's another locked door, for which we do possess a key. I suppose we'll take the... Well, what is the path of least resistance in this case? Well, I suppose we'll go whichever way does not require a key. How about that? Get in there. Where the hell am I? I'm in a cage. Seems like this is really all there is. Once I open this chest, then I can go back and use a key. Dungeon map. Okay. And I think this is going to take us to the next level. If not, then soon. Soon indeed. How's this room? It's the one where you have to run past the fire. So basically, this fire appears behind you, but it's not a problem. I believe we want to go this way first. Well, no, they're not referring to the hammer as the Goron special crop. They're referring to bombs when they say that. Yeah, and I can... Yeah, a crop is also a form of whip, but they're referring to the bomb flowers. So when you saw them write that, they were probably suggesting that you use bombs for something. Like here, for example. Should we do that? Should we use a bomb right now? I guess we could see what's actually under here. Shut the fuck up, Navi. You think I haven't worked that out? Oh, maybe shouldn't have done that. Is this a way forward, or... It's not, it's just a Goron. Aha, I think this is the room from before, isn't it? The one with the block. It is, it's the one with the block. We're back here. Alright, let's open this chest without talking to him and see if he goes free. I'm just a little concerned that the Gorons that I haven't spoken to are just going to stay where they are, which could be a problem. Your creatures that dance... He's saying use bombs when he says special crop. Alright. Up we go. That was a big fall. I have been knocked down by this prick before. Fortunately, he only set me on fire this time. Guess I'll... Do you think I can make that jump? No. Alright, let's take the sensible route. A bit scared of this thing, actually. I suppose I could have shot it from a distance, but I was playing it dangerously instead. Alright, Alright, we've rescued that one, and fortunately it points us in the direction immediately for where we get to him, which is good. I'm glad when Zelda does that, because sometimes it can be a little confusing if some random door opens up and you just don't know precisely where it was, but yeah, that's pretty easy to keep track of now. Good day. I can't even remember where I last saw a locked door, but whatever, we're getting more keys, I guess. I like how he just puts his hands in the air, like he just don't care. Yes, I do know where we can go. I should have been a little more observant. I happen to remember where to go from here. But if I didn't know where I was going, now I would probably be pretty confused. What we do want to do is backtrack. And then there will be a locked door in that room with the fire that was chasing us. That's where we're headed now. Yeah, I guess they refer to any bomb as Goron special crop, not just the flowers. Oh god. Alright, should be able to jump up from here. And as you can see, locked door. Bit of a pointless room. Now this is a main room of sorts. We will be here for a little while. I think we want to go towards the left first. And as for that door with the grate on it, or the bars on it, I should say. I can never fucking kill these keys before they hit me. If I was doing a 3-heart run, I think it would be the fire keys that would do me in. Or as the British say, do for me. Which is, I don't know what the fuck they're trying to say when they say that. So yeah, the non-British would be do me in. And the British say do for me. Which is, Anyway, I suppose neither of them really makes perfect sense. Oh, this is one of the floppy doors, by the way. Come on, floppy door. Looks very silly. Okay, let's continue on. Like I say, I think we want to go this way first. And then all will become clear. We do have a key, by the way. We can open that door. Yet it can open that door. As I say, it's a bottle opener, not a can opener, but that's alright. Hopefully the point that I was making before was registered. How the fuck do I get in there? Am I correct in saying all of my paths are... Oh no. I found my way. I'd like to get some hearts. Oh well, okay, I'll just lose some more hearts then, that's fine. Stop it. I suppose I can only blame myself at this point. There's something very abrupt about that fire. And it also has much greater reach than it fucking looks. I thought I might also mention. Oh, you're gonna let me in? Yes, thank you. Fucking hell. Alright, there's a shaking Goron in there. But I can't do much with him now. Or at least not right at this very moment. Now I'm guessing... Yeah, look, this is the same room, so I'm guessing I have to go through this door in order to get to this side. Fine. And, I don't really know what's going on this side, but we'll figure it out. Oh, fuck off. Do you see what I mean? It has greater reach than it looks. Alright, switch. What's that going to do? Okay, we can proceed in that direction. That's the door we came from, so we want to keep going over here. Alright. These flaming walls are a little annoying. As you can see, we actually have to figure out our path first, and then drop the frickin' switch. Alright, so what is the path? It's that. That's easy to remember. Easy to remember. Alright, let's go down. Come on. Ha! Well, I got that wrong, didn't I? That's alright. I know it now. Come on, hurry up. As long as it throws me onto this side, it's fine. Oh my god. Alright. Well, didn't you just trick me real good? What the hell's on this sign then? What do I want? Should I bomb the door? Will that let me continue? Ah, real good, real good. That's just what I want. I had a feeling. Because I couldn't really imagine being able to continue anywhere else. So remember, the Goron was saying if we see a fire dancer, we use the Goron special crop. Let's give it a try, see what it does. Yeah, that's actually pretty useful. What I used to do is I would use a hook shot to pull him out. But yeah, you can actually use bombs as well. It's actually way more effective. So yes, that Goron's advice was very useful. The hook shot is what makes most sense. But, yeah. And the arc is perfect, you see. Okay. Fucking easy as we say in Australia. Easy as, mate. Easy as. But, yeah. Fucking already done with that mini-boss. Speedrunning the game. Oh, it's another one of these, isn't it? Where we want to drop the bomb on it. Alright. No. You must try again. Seriously. With the pace that I'm getting through this temple, I can probably do it in one recording. Well, one part of doing it live with Zoomlink. But we'll see. I'm not going to force myself to do it. Maybe I'll do the boss in the next part, but as for completing the bulk of the dungeon, it'll probably just be one part. Aha, we're about to get the Megaton Hammer. I think then we'll be able to interact with this. Okay, so we've got two options. Okay. This switch, when we hit it down, will remove that fire up there. And we've got two ways to get up there. Don't go the wide way. I don't think it's even possible to make it. If anything, it's tricking you. This is annoying, by the way. You can imagine how this is going to drive me fucking insane. I can't even walk in a straight line in this game, so... Oh, that required quite a lot of discipline, actually. I managed it. I thought that was going to be what did for me. But no, it didn't do for me. Alright, let's jump down here then. This is the obvious way forward. And I will equip the Megaton Hammer. I always thought that really the only acceptable example of a really heavy hammer in the game, in the series I should say, was the Wind Waker Skull Hammer. Because it was huge! There's nothing really convincing about the effectiveness of this hammer. I mean, you can say that it's really heavy, but look at it. I suppose compared to Link it's pretty big, isn't it? I mean, if you were physically holding something that big, I'm sure it could be. You could get a lot of weight in that, but come on, let's get something a little more cartoonish. Something like the Skull Hammer. Alright, so remember that thing I was showing you, like that little block tower, which is this, at the beginning of the dungeon? Well, that is how you get through it. And I'm sure many of us are familiar with the onomatopoeia bonk. Well, this is a bonk. That is a fucking bonk right there. That is the perfect bonk sound. Here we go. Got more bonking to do. Hell yeah. I don't trust you, Keese, for one moment. Or at least the one closest to me I certainly don't trust. So we do actually want to pick up these boxes. I was so tempted to break them, but then when I saw them I thought, no, we're probably going to need it for something. And I was right. There's a blue switch down there. I suspect that if you break both of them, you can just leave and re-enter the room and they will respawn. It won't be the end of the dungeon. You won't have to just quit the fucking game. You'll be alright. And by quit the game, I mean stop the run. Quit the run, I guess is what I could have said. No run quitting necessary. Bonk. I hate that. That is something I cannot fucking stand. When you're trying to get down a little hole and you keep jumping over it. Time and time again. Alright, so we've got 2 ways to go. I think we can either hit that down or we can proceed through here. I think this is definitely where we want to go. Because this will... Shut up! This will ultimately lead to a Goron that needs rescuing. And, I was very close to missing that. No. Fuck. I gotta run. No. I'll be very frustrated if I do actually need to speak to every Goron. You'll note that I have not done that. Okay? So, we will see if I'm punished for my foolishness, for my impatience. Okay. Chest. And I believe now that we've got this key, we can hit that other thing. He's talking about requiring the Megaton Hammer instead of the Goron Special Crop. Okay. I can't remember which direction we want to go in. I think it's this way. Yeah, it is this way. Based on the position of the Goron. I was fucking wrong. That's alright. Based on the position of the Goron. Yeah, right. Oh no, what we can do actually, this is even better. We'll climb this. Yeah, this is way better than whatever I was just thinking about. I had alighted upon the most stupid possible fucking idea. And I'm glad that I pulled myself together fast enough to not actually do that. No, of course. Fucking... You know what. Our friend, the Fire Keys, manages to hit us again. Now, of course, we do arrive at a boss door without a boss key, but it's not the end of the world. There is more to be done. There is more to be done. Our only way forward is back in the main room. And remember, we did already go in here and discover that there was a boss key in there. Which means we pull out our Megaton Hammer and go this way. And guess what? It's a locked fucking door. If you forget to get that Goron. Now, I suppose this is almost as key... This is a more key-required dungeon than the Forest Temple, but I still prefer this one. Do you know why? It's because in the Forest Temple, the backtracking is not as intuitive. At least not in my opinion. It's very easy to, as long as you're paying attention, get all of the keys in this dungeon, but... I do not feel the same way about the Forest Temple. But I'm more than willing to say that that's just my personal preference. It's an entirely subjective and the nature of the evaluative opinion. Whoa, look at him go. The nature of the evaluative opinion is that maybe it's just easier for me personally. Oh, fuck me. Again with these things. Alright, come on. That doesn't work. Oh no, it does work. Silly me. Come on, Gold Sculpture. I have some rupees to gather. And let's get the hell out of here. Another fire dancer, but don't worry. Wait, no, not that. It almost looked like I got to hit it again, though. Ow. Do you see how it is the actual perfect height? Oh, come on. Yeah, definitely do the forward thrusts. Look how much fucking distance you cover with a forward thrust with this sword. That's insane. That looks like a glitch. So if you need to chase this thing, just do that. Look at that. It's like fucking lancing him. You can't do a single thing to stop me in my quest to save the world. Oh, man. I don't know what's in this chest, but this would be really late to be getting a compass. No, it would be in a big chest. I missed the compass. Here I was saying that I was being completionist, etc. No. No, I don't think so. Is this where I came from? That is where I came from. So yes, I was saying I was being completionist, and then I managed to miss the compass. Hallelujah. Here is something rather more important than a compass. It is the boss key, and indeed you do not have to speak to all of the Gorons, I don't think. There's nothing preventing me from accessing the boss door now, so... Yeah, if you just want to leave the Gorons where they are and not get the hints, then that's fine. Oh, I see. Big Brother Darunia asked you to rescue me. I owe you big time. Please help Big Brother. No, Big Brother's a bad thing. I think Orwell said it. Alright. And with that, I think we're pretty much ready to take on the boss. So that will be it for this part. In this particular part of doing a live with Doom Link, we cleared the whole fire temple. Pretty quick and easy, don't you think? I mean, every temple of Ocarina of Time is easy if you remember how to do it, but I really quite like this dungeon. It's pretty intuitive, easy to just pay attention, and then it works. That's a terrible click. There you go. But yeah, that's it for this particular part. I will see you in the next part, where we take on the boss, and then possibly work towards getting to the water temple. Anyway, I will see you in that next part. Bye-bye for now.